Hello degenerates! My name is Mr. Penfold. Recently, I've finally gotten around to reading manga again, and I'm happy I have because it's allowed me to stumble across hidden gems I don't think enough people talk about, or mangas I think will have a great anime adaptation. So that is why I decided to do today's video talking about manga I'm currently reading that I think will make a great anime adaptation, or when they come out will have a strong fan base behind them. The first manga I want to talk about is one that's actually getting an anime adaptation called Love After World Domination, which is about the leader of the Power Rangers-like group dating one of the main villains who is called the Princess of Death. Now, you might be wondering how these two started dating. Well, without spoiling too much of the manga, it all started one day when the leader of the Power Rangers was deep in thought, and the person they called Professor asked him what was wrong. The Red Ranger said he was thinking about a girl he likes, but doesn't know if he should confess, because, you know, he's the leader of the Power Rangers. The Professor instantly hit him back, telling him he should go confess, not knowing that the Ranger's crush was actually a villain. Once he confesses to her, the two start dating, and what follows is a Romeo and Juliet-esque love story, where the only time the two can date is when their teams are fighting each other. If you're a fan of romance, action, and Power Rangers, then you're going to love it. It is honestly so nice to see manga referencing Power Rangers to me, because I grew up watching the show as a kid, and I've seen all of them except things past Samurai, because I think Power Rangers got kind of trashy after that, but personal favorite of mine is Time Force. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. The next one I want to talk about is a manga called Are You Lost? Now, I think when this manga gets an anime, what do you mean it already has an anime? How long? 2019? Okay, I guess we'll talk about one called A Boy That Can't Stop Cross-Dressing. A Boy That Can't Stop Cross-Dressing is honestly a bizarre read. It follows the main MC who's in his room one day cross-dressing as per usual. Then they suddenly hear a knock on the window. So they go over to see who it is, and it's their best friend, who's coming in through the window for some reason. But anyway, their best friend enters the room and sees their friend cross-dressing. But do they think it's cross-dressing? No. They think their friend's turned into a girl. So they make it their mission to make sure their friend is comfortable in their new body. Very supportive of them. When in reality, the person's just cross-dressing and just wants to be called cute. So what follows is a path of misunderstandings, being called cute. I can see this being a standard 12-episode series, but honestly, I think some people would just enjoy this as a manga. Personally, if it did get an anime, I think it'd be a good watch. Now, the manga I'm going to be talking about is probably going to be the romance comedy anime of like the next few years. It's funny, it's got a good story, the characters are interesting, and most importantly, the fan service isn't too much. It's just the right amount. The manga I am talking about is Please Go Home, Akutsu-san. Probably pronounced that wrong, but hell. Please Go Home is a story of a normal high school guy who one day is followed home by a delinquent student who now uses his bedroom as her hangout spot, where, you know, she sleeps, reads manga, plays video games, and, you know, teasing the MC for being a virgin. Standard rom-com anime stuff, you know? But honestly, when this comes out, I can see everyone saying that the main girl is their waifu. However, I'm a man of culture. My waifu from the manga is her mother. Why? Because she's basically the main girl, but she's a MILF. Now, I'm gonna say, screw waiting for the anime, just go read the manga. It's top tier. It's a little slow with the romance aspect, but it hits different! Hands down, one of my new favorite mangas, and when the anime comes out, it's going to be one of my new favorite rom-com animes. Now, I won't lie, when I first saw this one, I was a little skeptical as I thought it was going to be some trash horny manga, but in reality, it was a mixture of Sakamoto-kun, Dragon Maid without the underage, and High School DxD. The Serious Sucubus is the story of a serious straight-laced salaryman named, I'm not even going to pronounce that name because it'll take me multiple attempts, who has recently found out that his prim and proper neighbor is actually a semen-chugging succubus who only wants to have sex with people she's in a relationship with. What follows is the main MC and the succubus end up living together, technically as the wall between their apartments ends up breaking, which leads to all sort of situations and shenanigans. Without giving too much away, they do start dating quite early into the manga, but it does go through things pretty quickly. Actually, it's been like a spring season release that won't be too popular compared to like other ones on the list, but I think a lot of people will enjoy its rom-com nature. And those are the mangas I'm currently reading that I would think would make great anime adaptations. I know this video was quite short. I did think about like how could I stretch this to like the 10-minute mark, but I didn't want to give too much of the mangas away, you know, release too much of the story, blah 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 blah, stuff like that. I am working on making longer videos, and I'm working on making more videos, but, you know, university work gets in the way because that shit's important. Now then, Reaper, quick, throw in the cool outro you made of the lo-fi shit!